All right, enough with the formalities here. Oh my God, it's me. What's up, guys? It's been a very long time, too long, and yeah, not dead. In case you were thinking that, I don't know why you would think that, but just in case you were thinking it, I'm very much alive. Honestly, it's been a combination of just work, just being tired, and just being, family guy. Yeah. Uh, I'm trying to think of a good example. So imagine reading like a book you like, getting through the second page and just that's me. You know, even if I'm really into the book, I'll just fall asleep. I don't know. I think I have narcolepsy. I probably don't. I'm just tired. Um, things are just busy. I guess not so much physically, but like mental. Well, it's a combination of both. You know, if you're a dad, you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, new year, new president. That's nuts, right? Oh my God. See, I told you guys this would happen. Um, yeah, let's talk about that real quick. So, while we were under the leadership of Premier Trump, we are no longer. It's great. We got Uncle Joe Biden. Um, I know a lot of people really don't care about this and probably over it and just like thank God it's over with. You got to say it's kind of a back to the norm. Now, whether it's victory for some people or it could spell doom for other people, I want to find the middle ground here. It's what I mean by it's a continuation of the normalcy. We have a politician in the office, who's doing political things, not a businessman. I don't care what you say. You know, America's this, America's that. You can't run a country with people. They're not puppets. You don't put quarters in people and watch them go and run it like a business. You can't do it. You can't do it. Sorry, can't do it. That's my philosophy. You might disagree, whatever. Politicians, corrupt. Some are good. Some are in between. Their job is to be in that political spectrum that understand politics, or at least they try to, or do a good job at pretending. Either way, I feel comfortable. I'm sure that things to come are probably gonna get a lot heavy because we still have a pandemic. Oh my God, when's this thing gonna go away? I'm tired of it. I don't want to wear a face mask anymore. I'm sure a lot of you don't want to wear a face mask. This isn't new news. It's still here. There's a vaccine though. Let's talk about that. That just kind of popped up. Scary, I know, but I work in the front lines, quote unquote. I work at a hospital, so you know, I was kind of given the go ahead, me and my colleagues to get the shot. I'm still thinking about it. I don't know. I don't want to turn into a zombie. That's not a side effect. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Don't flag my video, please. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I just want to kind of feel it out, see how other people react, and then I'll think about getting it. But please, if it's if you're in that kind of environment and you're putting other people at risk, just like everyone else, like I don't see a problem with taking a vaccine that could prevent it. I mean, why would they issue something that would take out our first line responders? That's just kind of my philosophy, how I think about it. Like, why would you give them something? Then there's a conspiracy theorists that are like, oh well, maybe it's a different shot. Whatever, we got a vaccine. Hopefully, enough people take it so the virus kind of like runs out of people to infect, and then that's it. It'll burn out at some point. I hope. I don't know. But yeah, so glad Trump's out of office. You know, it's not like like I really, I mean, I have a lot of reasons to not like the guy, and so do you. Um, it was never like personal. It's just like that. All right, we get it. Can we move on now? Like, it was like that. It was like kind of like just dragging, and I'm like, oh, leave. It's embarrassing. Oh, so you know, I don't even want to pick sides, but like, yeah, like I said, I go with what I feel comfortable and familiar with, and I like someone who's been in the business a very long time, not doing business, but running the show as in like a politician. They could run an office, a senate, this and that. I know it's old stuff rehashed over and over again, but that it works. That's what the country was built on. I'm sure there's going to be change at some point. Look at Biden's cabinet members, his office that he's building. Very diverse. I like it. Is it a ploy or a ruse to get people to follow him? Probably. Maybe not. Maybe he's true blue. Give the guy a chance. That's all I'm saying. You guys gave freaking Trump a chance. You can give Biden a chance. All right. He's been in the business a lot longer. Um, at first some black woman and Indian. As a VP, that's pretty incredible. There's a lot of firsts going on. So, like I said, this can't be bad news. I don't see anything negative with it. Like I said, long-term effects, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about what matters right now. And visually, it's aesthetically pleasing. And seeing this go down, and it's like almost like a breath of fresh air. It's new. It's different. I'm glad it's happening. And you have to think of the good stuff. You can't dwell on these QAnon conspiracies and this thing and that thing. It gets, pretty old. Even if you have all the proof and, stuff to back it up, hold your horses, all right? Just, like I said, let it fill out. You want to start a revolution? Speaking of that, I think people took that too seriously. Let's start a revolution. Because, not for nothing, Trump did kind of instigate it. Are we fooling? He did. And you had this freaking taking, like Olympia, has fallen, of the Capitol building. It's crazy. I don't even know how to explain it. Never in a million years that I think that would happen. I mean, I know it would happen at some point, but damn, So that happened, and they weren't wearing masks, so of course a lot of them are being arrested right now. A lot of them crazy conspiracy people, and others were just, demented followers of Trump, like a cult, thinking they were getting their voice heard. So I don't know. That might work, like in a third world country, but you need to get a lot of people on board to have a forceful change like that to take effect. Just how it is. But whatever, it happened. It was going to happen at some point, and here we go. So that's a chapter now in American history. Your kids will be talking about it. Yeah, and like I said, just crazy, crazy times we're living in. I do see some light at the end of the tunnel, so, there's that too. But yeah, speaking of crazy, let's talk about mental health. I feel like that's a subject no one talks about, even though it's really prevalent and people need to be aware. Because I'm a big believer in the whole, a gun doesn't kill someone, it's the person behind it. Guns will kill people, people kill people, yeah. I mean, sure, there's such things as faulty weapons, but that's not the point I'm trying to get across here. If you're deranged and one day you snap and you have access to weapons, you're more than likely probably going to use it. Because all sense of reasoning goes out the window. That's just how it is, guys. So, with that said, yeah, it shouldn't be ignored. It should be addressed more in this country. I hope Biden's administration touches that. He has a health care package that he kind of dabbled on during the elections, and I hope that definitely opens up and caters to people with mental illness, because that's a big, big problem in the United States. Just look around, you guys. I'm not BSing you here. So, yeah, because especially with this pandemic, we're not used to it. As Americans, we can roam anywhere we want to. It's like having gold in your pocket back in the day, Whatever, call it privilege, first world order stuff, whatever. Who cares? That's just how it's been. All right. But since the pandemic kind of humbled everyone, and brought our numbers, so if you're even worried about overpopulation, I think the pandemic kind of leveled that ground just a little bit, But yeah, guys, whoa, let's just really think about that now. A lot of people are suffering heavy, like mental illness wise, from the pandemic. It's not the virus itself, of course. It does do brain fog, but the impact of just staying indoors, wearing a mask, being cautious, paranoid, all that stuff wrapped into one. It's even affected me a little bit, We all go a little crazy sometimes. But You have escapes. I'm very fortunate and lucky enough to have a very caring family and kids that I use as an escape. That's what I do. I occupy my mind filling that with that. Just kind of wrapping my head around that stuff. Uh, you know, I'm sure it's the same with you guys or whatever. Maybe it's a hobby. Also, entertainment, which is lacking nowadays given the circumstances. For me, it came in the form as a television series. I've been a longtime fan of Star Wars, not obsessive, but enough. And The Mandalorian, huge fan of that. Season 2 came rolling around and absolutely adored it, loved it. Can't praise it even more because it's definitely what I think Star Wars needed, and Star Wars fans know what I'm talking about. It definitely kind of lifted it from the grave and gave it some extra life, resurrected it some way. And I was very impressed. I loved the direction it was going in. I loved the characters. I mean, they were pulling characters from the animated series into live action, like real life, flesh and blood, which is pretty cool. You had Ahsoka. You had the return of Boba Fett. Boba Fett, what? Like that's kind of like a mind blowing thing. This whole time we're thinking he's like being digested by some big space worm. Nope, dude's alive, and he's like badass in the Mandalorian. Bo-Katan. You had people from like I said, you had a lot of carryovers. Not a lot, but enough from the animated series into the Mandalorian season 2, and spoilers, freaking Luke Skywalker, played by Mark Hamill, believe it or not. They de-aged him, CGI'd. But that was incredible. And I'm not going to go into it because I don't want to spoil people that didn't. It's kind of too late for that. But, just watch the season finale of The Mandalorian Season 2. Definitely an epic ride. I mean, you should probably watch the whole thing just to get the extra feel for it. But just wow. Those who've seen it know what I'm talking about. I mean, there's reaction videos of grown men, older than me, crying when they see, Luke come in. And it's like, like a WTF moment. Grown men crying, just saying. A TV series, a space opera, made grown men cry. So, hey, it's a phenomenon, man. And you know what? That plus, just like I said, friends, family, kids, all got me through having a psychotic episode. And I think a lot of people would agree with me on that. You need a healthy distraction, a healthy hobby, something just to take your mind off of the depressive state we're living in. Because I guarantee you, there are better days to come. Think of your mind as like a lily pad, right? Frogs, lily pad. Too much pressure, it sinks. Just enough, it floats. So we could take in a lot of stuff on our mind, but too much, we start to sink. And once our mind goes bye-bye, we're just like meat with eyes, pretty much. Quoting Lewis Black there. But yeah, feels good. I mean, I don't know how many of these I got left. Like I said, there's gonna be huge gaps. I just happened to do this just cause I had like a little time to kill, not that much time. My time's occupied all the time. I said time a lot in that sentence. Whoa. But yeah, see what happens. See what where we go from here. But whoever does follow me on this, there's so many more better things to do on YouTube besides watch me. But for those who do come and watch my little videos, thank you for that. That's cool. I appreciate it. So yeah, that's really all I got to say. It's what I was doing while I was gone, and I'm back. For the time being. Yeah, I'm not gonna make videos back to back, like this, but I figured I'd just make this extra long one just to tell you guys what's up and how y'all doing, and I hope you're all okay. All right, well look, yeah, that was a mouthful, so let it digest, and hope you're all doing well. Like I said, if you are like over the edge, definitely get help. There's no shame in that ever, and yeah, just keep up the good work, guys. We're gonna get through this. I'm gonna keep saying it, until it comes true, okay? Because I believe, the power of words and the power of knowledge can move freaking mountains. Yeah. I'm Italian. I use my hands a lot, okay? All right, guys. Thanks for listening. Uh, stay safe, stay healthy, and don't text and drive. Got that from Chris Hardwick. Um, that's all I really got to say. All right. Until next time, live long and prosper. That was from Star Trek, in case you didn't know. All right, I'm done. Sorry. I love pop culture. Don't hate me. Peace, guys.